How's it going, friends? My name is Fringy, and welcome to Fringy Frequency for the 15th of January 2015. I came home to find an article that pissed me the fuck off, because not only is it bullshit, but it affects me. Hotline Miami 2, wrong number, a game that I'm looking forward to, has been refused classification by the Australian Classification Board. Notorious for fucking banning everything and not letting things come here. And it's bullshit. Let me read you an excerpt from a GameSpot article that I found on this topic. The Australian Classification Board has written that the game was refused classification under the National Classification Code Computer Games Table, as computer games that depict, express, or otherwise deal with matters of sex, drug misuse, or addiction, crime, cruelty, violence, or revolting or abhorrent phenomena in such a way that offends against the standards of morality, decency, and propriety generally accepted by reasonable adults to the extent that they should not be classified. Did you just hear me? Oh, it's too offensive! We can't let people make up their own mind about what games they want to play. We have to ban them. You're too fucking stupid to choose what you want to play. And how dare you want to play a story or play a game that expresses a complex story about drug abuse, sex, and a whole bunch of other dark material. How dare you be interested in dark subject matter? How dare you want to play a game that you may not give a fuck about the story and just want to play it because it's fun. And it's fucking banned. And this blows my fucking mind. People in Australia fought for the R18 rating for fucking years. While games like Left 4 Dead 2 were getting neutered. While games like Postal 2 never fucking came here. And a whole bunch of other games. Manhunt 2. All these games that didn't come. And it's bullshit to protect the children who aren't meant to be playing the fucking games anyway. So we got an R18 rating. Hooray! Then a bunch of games started getting R18 ratings here. The Last of Us, Grand Theft Auto 5 for fucking drugs. Not violence, but for drugs. But our classification board is totally fucked. Anything that involves real-world drug abuse, you can't bring it here. So if you have a game where you inject heroin or something into your arm, and it makes you more powerful, that shit's not allowed. I mean, nudity is something that they're all fucking against. We saw this with South Park: The Stick of Truth. Hey, let's ban a fucking anal probe getting jammed up someone's ass. That might offend someone. This makes one of many games being refused classification in Australia. It happened to Saints Row 4, where we got the low violence edition, where they removed a gun or something that you shoved up someone's ass and fired them into the sun. State of Decay got refused classification. We all remember South Park. I remember it because I wasn't happy, where all of these games had to be modded in order to be approved. That's probably what's going to have to happen with Hotline Miami 2. I mean, it's bad for a company not to release a game here. Even though we are a small market relative to the US, we are still one of the major game markets in the world. We are. They're probably going to have to mod it, get rid of the drugs, cut out scenes, and it will probably fuck with the story. But, oh, we can't handle it. We can't handle it. We're fucking adults. It's an adult game. We should be able to make the choice for what we want to play. It should be our choice, what games we choose to play, and what subject matter we want to see. I mean, oh wow, what a fucking mind-blowing idea, that you allow adults to make the right decisions for themselves. You don't know me. You don't know what the fuck is going to affect me. It should be my fucking choice. I mean, if I play a game that has heroin and drug abuse or something, that's not going to make me want to take heroin. If I see a game that's got sexual misconduct and all this other shit in it, it's not going to make me want to go out and rape someone. Because it's a video game. It's not real. This shit is not going to affect anyone. And you're like, oh, well, you know, we got to look out for the kids. We got to look out for the kids. No, the parents of those kids should be looking out for their own kids. If you see a game that's R, don't buy it. I mean, you're not meant to be able to sell R games to children. It's illegal. You can't do it. So if your kid plays Hotline Miami 2 and starts bashing someone's head in with a crowbar and you're like, oh, this game is disgusting. Whose fucking fault is it? Is it the developer's fault for making the game they wanted to make? for their specific target audience, no, it's your fault. The Australian Ratings Board and the ratings in general in Australia are completely fucked. We got an R18 rating and it's done us no fucking good. It's done us no good. All it's meant is that games that used to be MA are now R, and games that got banned before are still getting banned. Remember Mortal Kombat? Mortal Kombat got banned because, oh no, you can't possibly see someone's head explode. And then it took 2 years for Mortal Kombat to come here after we got the rating. But aside from that, all it's done is made games that would have previously been MA 15 plus R. Like Grand Theft Auto 5. Are you fucking telling me that if we didn't get an R rating, Grand Theft Auto 5 would have been banned because, oh no, a bong. Holy fuck. I mean, I don't know what the fuck is going on at the Australian Classification Board, but it's apparent that all of these old motherfuckers ought to be fired. Oh, don't say someone should lose their livelihood. These guys can't do their job. They're incompetent. They're stupid. I could fucking run the classification board better than these guys. Approve, approve, approve. Because adults should be able to make their own decisions, not these assholes. The same shit happened with the original Hotline Miami. It was granted an MA 15 plus rating, and apparently it took ages for that to happen, so it got delayed. And the Australian Classification Board aren't offering us any information on whether it's gonna come. It may come. Is it coming to PC? I sure as hell hope it is. Because I could still get it on PC, but South Park got nuded on PC. They censored the Nazi zombies. They censored Saints Row. So probably not. We're gonna have to get the shit low violence edition. Or it'll have important story scenes cut out, so the story gets fucked. This shit does not work. It makes people less interested in things. The same thing happened with the King's Speech, where in America, to get the PG-13 version, they had to cut out, they had this scene where he said fuck like 10 times, and they're like, oh no, it would destroy the children's mind to hear the word fuck more than once, so let's overdub it with shit. Because that's totally what people want. People want the full experience, and it's making Australia just look like shit compared to the rest of the world. Now, the reason why they gave for getting rid of this is apparently there was an inclusion of a scene which implies rape. Okay, so it's a story scene, right? It's not like it's an interactive rape simulator where it's like, rape this woman and get points. Maybe I'd understand being a little bit more sketchy with something like that. But come on! Who fucking It's a video game. It's a video game. It's a story. It's trying to tell a dark story. It's trying to tell a dark story. Let me read out to you an excerpt of what apparently got they've taken offense to. So this is from Kotaku. So apparently there's a scene in which the character bursts into a movie set, kills a bunch of people with lots of blood everywhere. Apparently stomps the head in of a fifth male character. He strikes a female character wearing red underwear. She's knocked to the floor and is viewed lying face down in a pool of blood. The male character is viewed with his pants halfway down, partially exposing his ass, and he pins the female down with her arms by laying on top of her, thrusting, implicitly raping her. Okay, pretty dark, right? Is that good enough reason to ban it? It's a story. It's telling a story. Would this happen with a movie? If you had a movie where a chick got raped, would you be like, oh no, we can't allow that in? No, you fucking wouldn't, would you? Oh, but it's a video game, so apparently it's different. Even though it's not an interactive scene, seemingly. And even if it was, don't you think that could be to progress the story and do a social commentary on rape and how bad it is? This is not advocating rape. Hotline Miami is not a game that advocates any of these things. If you played the first Hotline Miami, you'll know that basically the whole point of the game is to talk about how drug abuse affects the mind. It's not saying go out, do drugs, kill people, and rape. It's doing nothing of the sort. So why the fuck did you ban it? Or not ban it, but refuse classification. Now they're gonna have to cut out an entire important story scene that was probably important to the plot. Thanks, the Australian Classification Board. Can't wait to see what other games you fuck up. I'm done. Fuck this. That's it for Fringy Frequency. I'm Fringy, and as always, have a good one.